Hey people, I here I am. I had this thought this morning. You know, there's something that's happening as I'm evolving these posts, and as I'm deepening, I think, my own connection to them and my own vulnerability to them, discovering what they are. You know, like for example, the fact that I'm at the piano. There's a way in which, as soon as I start playing piano, there's this vulnerability that comes up, a kind of openness where I feel like I'm being seen even more than just the way that I speak to you normally. And it's kind of it's something that I wrestle with, because as I do this, let's say, okay, here I go, I'm gonna play. There's a part of me that wants to start performing, and that wants to start being good, doing a good job. And this is something, you know, I've talked about this on many of my posts in the past, and I think it's really interesting that this process of me coming to the piano and now unpacking what this post can be in with music and with this instrument that I love and that I love to express through, but that also activates a part of me where I feel like I become less authentic. That's something that I'm working with it, and I'm bringing it consciously online as something that I'm mentioning on the post, because I think the best way for me to actually engage with that, and the best way for me to really kind of gain an understanding of it, is for me to look right at it and really kind of see what's happening in me, and even because there's a part of me, you know, the performing side of me, the side of me. I talk about this in my piano class all the time. You know, performance mode and discovery mode. Where performance mode is, I'm giving a performance, it's got to be perfect. I want it to be right. I want everybody to love it. Blah 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 blah. And discovery mode is, I'm simply here in the moment, discovering literally everything that happens in the moment. But the relationship between those two modes is one where, in performance mode, I never want to let anybody see that I'm going into performance mode. I don't want people to witness my anxiety about how well I want to do, obviously. I want them to just see a perfect performance. And so bringing this online and actually just explicitly talking about it is not, I'm not trying to give it more power by doing that. I'm actually trying to simply, it's almost like I want to take that pattern's power away by bringing it up and just letting everybody see, like, this is the shit, this is what's happening, and this is what I'm feeling, and this is what's going on. And that allows me then the permission to experience it that way, and I don't have to hide that that's what I'm experiencing. And also I can then, because I'm allowed to experience it, and because I have permission to be in performance mode, I also have permission to let go. You know, I'm not telling myself, you better not do this, and then by kind of enforcing that rule, actually kind of compacting the pattern, giving the pattern even more, like, you know, ground to hold, and entrenching it even more. So all that is to say that as I communicate with you and play piano, there's a part of me that has to keep coming back to, like, what am I saying? And what am I saying to you? You know, what am I giving to you? because, there's a part of me that's really vulnerable when I speak, and there's a part of me that very quickly mentally wants to step in and hedge and, cover over what I'm feeling with thought. David Hawkins talks about almost all thought, until we've done a fair amount of work, almost all thought is rationalizing or justifying or defending against our feelings, keeping us from feeling our feelings. And music is this non-literal, almost non-rational, although it is actually very rational in some ways. It's a form of meaning that's not. It's a language where the meaning is somewhat abstract. So it's full of feeling. It doesn't cover up feeling in the same way. It doesn't allow me to hide behind language. Noticing is that there's a lot of feeling that wants to come out that I prevent from coming out. Thank you for listening and watching today. I think this post is in a phase of evolution that's really, I almost feel like it's in the liminal space, a space of transition, which makes a lot of sense given also where my life is. But I appreciate you witnessing this and allowing me to share it and allowing me to take these steps consciously and create evolution in a conscious way. Being your reflection is a large part of what is giving me that opportunity. So I truly do appreciate you. Thank you. Much love. I'll see you soon.